Shalom family, welcome to today. So I want to spend the rest of this week talking about the Feast of Dedication, aka Hanukkah, which begins next week. And it's actually my first year celebrating Hanukkah, but I have been doing research about it since last year, and I just want to give you guys some historical background about it, talk about how it, like all the other feasts, point to Yeshua as Messiah, and yeah, just give you some more information about it. And then next week we'll light the candles together and have devos revolving around the lighting of the candles. Okay, so yeah, let's begin by talking about Hanukkah. Why do we celebrate it? It actually commemorates the Maccabean victory over the Syrian Greeks in 165 BC. This was 160 years before Yeshua was even born. It was in a time called the Intertestament period because it was the time between the events of the Old Testament and the events of the New Testament. And during that time, there was an evil ruler, infamously nicknamed Antiochus the Madman. And he outlawed Jewish customs and observances such as Sabbath, circumcision, and kosher laws, making them punishable by death. He was massacring the Jews in Israel. He destroyed Torah scrolls, placed heathen altars everywhere, made Jews bow down to Greek gods, placed a statue of Jupiter in the temple, and sacrificed a pig in the Holy of Holies. But a small Hebrew army led by a father and son, Matthias and Judas Maccabeus, fought back. And guess what, y'all? They drove out those Syrian Greeks and they got Israel back. They won. And that was the first miracle of Hanukkah. The second Hanukkah miracle came when the Maccabees returned to the desecrated temple. Everything was destroyed, but in the mess they found a container of oil that was unbroken and undefiled. It was enough oil to keep the temple menorah lit for one day, but it kept burning and burning day in and day out for 8 days. Enough time for new oil to be prepared so that the temple could be ritually purified. The miracle of oil is what we celebrate every year during Hanukkah. So today, as we reflect on that little jar of sanctified oil that was found in the midst of all the chaos in the desecrated temple, that oil that lasted and purified what had been defiled, my prayer is we remember we were a desecrated temple. Yeshua, the anointed one, the light of the world, cleanses us and sanctified us. His light will never burn out. So let's praise him for his mercies and miracles. I love you all. Shalom.